Hi everyone. Today we will discuss about Gadgil committee. You may be aware of Gadgil committee, which is another committee related to Western Ghat and environment topics. This is not that Gadgil committee. This is separate Gadgil committee constituted in the year of 1988 by the then Congress party. Okay. So this was chaired by V.N. Gadgil. This is related to Panchayati Raj institution. You may be knowing that we got our Panchayati Raj institution by 73rd and 74th Amendment Act of 1992. Okay, before that there was so many committees constituted in order to introduce this as a constitutional body. Okay, first one was Balwant Rai Mehta committee. Then we had Ashok Mehta committee, and after that we had G.V.K. Rao committee. Then we got L.M. Singhvi committee, and after that Tungan or Tangan committee. And finally we have this Gadgil committee. So we will study in detail about the recommendations of Gadgil committee today. Okay, this was mainly constituted to make the Panchayati Raj institution the best institution and to make it an effective institution. Okay, so this committee made so many recommendations, and we will be discussing the important recommendations in this class. Okay, so first important recommendation was that they said a constitutional status should be provided to the Panchayati Raj institution. You may be knowing that at present we have Panchayati Raj institutions at 3 levels. One is at village level, second one is at block level, and third one is at district level. Okay, so all this setup was made only by the recommendation of the Gadgil committee. Obviously there was same recommendation made by the previous committees also, but finally this was the final recommendation of the last recommendation. So they took most of the recommendation, most of the features of this 73rd as well as 74th constitutional act from this recommendations only. Okay, so first point was to make or to bestow constitutional status for the Panchayati Raj institution. So based on this recommendation we made or we given the constitutional status for this Panchayati Raj institution. Okay, that is why we made an amendment to the constitution through 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, so they have took care of this recommendation. 1. The next is 3-tier system of Panchayati Raj with the Panchayat at village, block and district level. So as I told you, I have already written here. This is also a recommendation of the Gadgil committee, that is 3-tier system of the Panchayati Raj. 3-tier means 3-tier system, 3 level. One is, second one is, third one is. One is at village level and third one is at block level, and second one is at block level and third one is at district level. Okay, so these are the 3-tier system of Panchayati Raj institution as per the Gadgil committee. Okay, this is also included in the 73rd and 74th Amendment Act. Then comes the third recommendation. It says that the term of Panchayati Raj institution should be for 5 years. Okay, the 5-year term has been given for the Panchayati Raj institution. Earlier it was not like that. They used to hold the office for as much as possible tenure, but in this recommendation, committee stated that it should be fixed for 5 years. So every 5 years there must be election. Okay, if once they are elected, they should hold the office only for 5 years. So that must be fixed. So this is another recommendation made by the Gadgil committee. The fourth recommendation is that the members of the Panchayat, which means all the 3 levels, block, district and village level, should be directly elected. Okay, so it says that all the members, so we have 3 levels, village, block and district level, and we often have elections to these levels also. After 5 years of tenure, we will have fresh elections, and during that election all the members of this institution should be directly elected. You may be knowing that we all go to elections, or we all cast vote during the Panchayat election. So we will be having 3 votes. One is for village and the other one is for block and the other one is for district. Okay, so we used to cast vote all these 3 bodies. Okay, so this election is direct, not like any other pause, like we have indirect elections in case of president and also in case of vice president. In that we are not involved in the election procedure. In case of president, member of Lok Sabha, all the elected members of the Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly are involved, whereas in case of vice president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members are involved. But in this case, we all are a part of election procedures. Okay, we can cast vote. Then fifth point is that reservation should be provided for SC, ST and women. Okay, they said reservation should be provided for SC, ST and the women. In case of reservation, different states are having different criteria. Sometimes they will be giving more reservation for women and also more reservation for SC and ST. There is no specific numbers given, but it is said that reservation must be given for SCs and scheduled tribe and as well as for women. Okay, so this is also one of the recommendations of the Gadgil committee. Next is that this body should have the responsibility of preparation and implementations of plans for socio-economic development. Okay, so these are the institution and they have a responsibility that they are the one who will be preparing the plan, and also they will be the one who will be implementing the plan mainly related to the socio-economic development. Okay, and for this a list of subjects should be specified in the constitution. So this is also taken. So if we are looking, you can see that we have district and block and village level bodies, and they are the one who is planning and implementing most of the socio-economic developmental project. Okay, so this is also one of the another recommendation of the Gadgil committee. Then another one is that Panchayati Raj body should be empowered to levy, collect and appropriate taxes and duties. Okay, so in this you will be knowing that if we are taking care of our land tax or house tax, okay, building tax, these are collected by the Panchayati Raj bodies only. Okay, so they have this power in order to increase their finance. Okay, so they will be having enough amount of money with them so that they can use this money for the socio-economic developmental projects. Okay, so merely giving or merely creating a body will not be enough. That is a point. So power also given along with enough money. Okay, so if they are having enough money and they have enough power, they can use some or they can make some changes in the society. Okay, that is why it is recommended that these bodies should be given the power to levy, collect and appropriate taxes. Sometimes there may be power to levy and collect taxes, but the money will be utilized by the higher authorities. Okay, but that is not the case. Here they can use collect and appropriate the taxes and duties for their own activities. Okay, so this is one of the important recommendations given by the Gadgil committee, which is taken or which is also included in the 73rd and 74th Amendment Act also, because this is very important for the functioning of the or independence of the Panchayati Raj institution. Okay, and another next one is that establishment of the State Finance Commission. Okay, so State Finance Commission is set up for the allocation of the finance to the Panchayat. Okay, so this institution or commission will be recommending how much money should be provided to the Panchayati Raj institution, how much money they will have to collect, or how they will be increasing the various ways for increasing their revenue, etc. They will be suggesting. So State Finance Commission will be suggesting all these things to the Panchayat. Okay, so they will be submitting this report into the state legislature, and based on that actions will be taken. So we have the State Finance Commission for the help of Panchayati Raj institution. Next is that establishment of State Election Commission. So we have two bodies. One is the main election commission, that is Central Election Commission. Another one is State Election Commission. Okay, so this one is mainly for the elections to the Lok Sabha and to state legislative assemblies. Okay, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the state legislative assemblies, and also they are dealing with election of the president and vice president. So they are mainly dealing with big elections. So by the 73rd and 74th Amendment Act, they constituted another constitutional body, that is State Election Commission. So this election commission will be conducting the election to the Panchayat. Okay, so when we are casting vote to the election to the Panchayat, all these things are conducted and probably managed by the State Election Commission only. Okay, so this is another point. So based on this recommendation, they have set up a election commission also. So here we have two bodies or two commission. One is State Election Commission and State Finance Commission. These two are for the help of Panchayati Raj institutions. Okay, see these are the main important recommendations made by the Gadgil committee, and based on this recommendation, amendment bill 73rd and 74th amendment bill was drafted, and based on that only we have passed or we got our 73rd and 74th amendment Constitution Amendment Act. Okay, so based on that, we if we are looking, we will see a lot of these points in our, not a lot, almost all the points of this recommendation we will see in the current institution, Panchayati Raj institution, because we have State Finance Commission at present, we have State Election Commission, and our Panchayati Raj institutions are the one who is collecting taxes and appropriating the taxes, and we have reservations for SC, ST and women bodies, and they are the one who is implementing the socio-economic development project at present. Then we have 3-tier system, and their tenure is for fixed term of 5 years. Okay, and this have a constitutional status also. So these are the important recommendations made by the Gadgil committee. So you should remember at least 5-6 points thoroughly, and the rest you can guess, because based on or just by recollecting what are the things that the present Panchayati Raj institution is having, you can just write from that only. Okay, so that's all about this topic. Thank you.